Journey back in time to the late 19th century when the British Empire extended its colonial rule to Pahang, Malaya. Picture a land rich in tin and gold becoming a chessboard in the hands of the British administration. The game was simple. Exploit the wealth, control the resources, and impose dominance. The British didn't just stop at seizing the natural wealth, they also sought to control and manipulate the local customs and religious practices. The once vibrant, independent culture of Pahang was now subject to the whims and fancies of a foreign power. The people of Pahang, who once lived freely, were now bearing the brunt of this colonial rule. This wasn't just a change of power, it was an alteration of a way of life. The British colonial rule in Pahang didn't just exploit the land, but also the people and their traditions. This was the backdrop against which a local hero would rise. Pahang, rich in tin and gold, was a treasure trove exploited ruthlessly by the British. The land, brimming with natural wealth, soon became the cynosure of British colonial eyes. The extraction of tin and gold, carried out relentlessly, caused an economic upheaval that Pahang had never seen before. The wealth that was once the pride of Pahang, the lifeblood of its indigenous inhabitants, was siphoned off, leaving the land and its people impoverished. The social fabric of Pahang was torn asunder. The locals, stripped of their livelihoods, were pushed into a life of destitution and despair. Their cries of suffering echoed through the once prosperous region, their pain a harsh reminder of the brutal exploitation they endured. Yet their spirit remained unbroken. In the midst of this turmoil, a warrior emerged, ready to challenge the oppressive colonial rule. A beacon of hope in the darkest of times, he was the embodiment of Pahang's indomitable spirit, a symbol of resistance against the British. Enter Mat Kilau, a brave Malay warrior, son of Tok Gajah, who dared to fight against the British administration. Born into a world of customary and religious affairs, Mat Kilau's early life was steeped in tradition and a deep sense of justice. His father, Tok Gajah, a respected figure in Pahang society, instilled in him a profound respect for his people's rights and heritage. As Mat Kilau grew, so did his awareness of the suffering of his people under the British. The exploitation of Pahang's wealth, the erosion of their customs, and the imposition of foreign rule fueled a fire within him, a fire that would ignite a spark of rebellion. Mat Kilau's charisma, courage, and determination led him to rally the locals. He inspired them to stand up against their oppressors, to reclaim their land and their dignity. His leadership was a beacon of hope in dark times. Mat Kilau's courage and determination inspired many, setting the stage for a historical armed battle. The stage was set for a battle that would determine the fate of Pahang. Mat Kilau, his father Tok Gajah, and their brave compatriots stood against the British administration. Their resolve was as solid as the mountains they called home, their spirits as fiery as the tropical sun. The air was thick with anticipation, and the earth trembled under the weight of what was to come. The clash of steel against steel echoed across the land, each strike a testament to the courage and sacrifice of these freedom fighters. Mat Kilau led his men with unwavering conviction, his eyes burning with the fire of 1,000 suns. His every move was a dance of defiance, a ballet of resistance against the oppressive forces. In the face of overwhelming odds, they fought with all their might, their love for their homeland fueling their resolve. With every fall, a warrior rose, their spirits undying, their resolve unyielding. This battle marked a significant chapter in the history of Pahang, with Mat Kilau's valiant efforts leaving an indelible mark on the fight against British colonial rule. The warriors, led by Mat Kilau, stood their ground against the British forces. The screen fills with images of these brave men, their faces etched with determination, their hands steady as they prepared for battle. The air was thick with tension, the silence broken only by the sound of steel being sharpened and whispers of prayer. The scene transitions to the battlefield, where the clash of steel against steel and the cries of warriors filled the air. Every strike, every parry, every dodge was a testament to their skill and courage. They were greatly outnumbered, but not once did they falter. Their movements were swift and precise, their attacks ruthless. Each warrior a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, their strength unwavering, their spirits unbroken. Despite the odds, the warriors fought valiantly, their spirit unbroken. Their courage was a blazing flame that refused to be extinguished, a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. Mat Kilau's men fought not just for their lives, but for their freedom, for their homeland. The scene ends with the image of the warriors standing tall, their bodies battered, but their resolve unyielding, their spirits burning brighter than ever. This was their fight, their resistance against the British, and they would not be defeated easily.
Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.